Hello everyone and welcome to another History video. So today we're taking a look at Lotus Stifle deck in History format. So technically the naming scheme is called Lotus Stifle, but there's actually no Stifle in the deck. We're only working with 4 copies consigned to memory, and the reason why I wanted to take a look at this deck today is because, of course, Counterspell unban. So I wanted to take a look at this deck, which shouldn't be too bad because the deck shouldn't have much problem casting a Counterspell, especially with 4 copies of Lotus Field. But I did have to change the mana base a little bit to not have like too many Arena Glories, so we're only playing 1 copy of Arena Glory as a result. And we're also playing a lot more Verges than usual because we want blue mana, plus we have 2 copies of Lord Revealed so that we can fetch our Hallowed Fountains or Steam Vents to activate the Flood Farm Verge. So that is going to be our Counterspell mana, and we're also going to be trying out Stock Up in this deck because this deck loves 3-mana cards since we have Lotus Field. So we'll see how this one does. So having said that, I'm going to be hopping over to some History Best of 3 to show you guys how the deck does. So let's hop on over. All right. We got 5 lands. Perfect with the Counterspell. Love to see it. High Noon. High Noon. Alrighty. It's clear that they have something, right? I mean, I can definitely just counter it. Yeah, if it's like a 3-mana card, we can just counter it.
This is an interesting story.
If it's a removal spell, we just let it go. Okay. Another counter spell. I was actually gonna cycle this, but we might just have to hold on to this. We need to find a Stifle fast. I mean, I could just play this out. Like, they're not gonna counter this, you know? Really? Okay, that is crazy. They really wanted to play this Aven Interrupter, by the way. If opponent's expecting that same Jeskai list without the counterspell, well, they thought wrong. Insane. Fragment Reality. We let this go, right? Because, I mean, we might just see a, like, Strict Proctor or something like that.
I've read nearly the entire library.
There's 3 cards in the yard. I mean, I could just hard cast this Null Drifter, honestly.
focus on the fight. Think.
I mean, how many fragment realities are they gonna have, right?
Is there?
It was already like 3 of them, I think. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. So Supreme Verdict is gonna be pretty good. Wrath of the Skies can get rid of a High Noon. We probably want Stern Scolding. And maybe like... I'm not even sure about the Mystical Dispute. Yeah. I think I'll probably go like this. I think the Strict Proctors... It would be really nice, instead of the Hushbringer, like, having the other 2-mana card that kind of does a similar thing, except it doesn't work with the Dying Trigger, and instead of an artifact, with the Flash. Like, that'd be really good in this matchup. Let's actually cut, like the slow cards. Some mulligan. That is a keep. Okay, so we just keep passing. Okay, we're drawing really well. Land is like literally the best thing you can draw. This 1-up Sacred Foundry might actually get me though. Okay. I think my plan is to get the Sacred Foundry plus a mountain down and then destroy it with the Lotus Field. Yeah, this is this matchup. I mean, I guess I can play the Strict Proctor here without really like... Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna do that. Obviously, I didn't, you know, I played... Do we care about this Aven Interrupter? I mean, we can just play it next turn anyways. Like I said, it's very similar to last, this is basically like last game's, situation. They are drawing a lot of lands though, so that now like 2 cards can come out, right? I guess I don't have double blue anyway, so let's just go like this. Even Interrupter again. Bum bum bum. Yeah, the fact that they drew so many like lands makes this very hard. Alright, I think I'm just going to probably just sacrifice these 2 lands. This is enough to win the game. Right, this is enough to win the game. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think it's time for Flage yet. I'm just gonna draw. I need some, like, interactive spells. Ooh. That's a consign. I could replicate this 3 times. You know? Maybe I should do that. This is so that, you know, it lands. And then, like, for example, if they try to use a Fragment Reality on this, I might be able to get, like, a Flage out of it. You know? Strats. -2 life. I'm not really sure if the Surgical is that good. But we'll see. Ooh, bounce. Okay, I think we lost. Probably. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We do Wrath of Skies for 4. And then we just die, right? Because we can't leave up a Counterspell. Alright, seems like Hushbringer has to come in. They have too many creatures. So instead of like, I mean, I guess Scream Verdict can stay, but I'm definitely bringing in Hushbringers in this matchup. Yeah, maybe Stalk Up has to go. All right. Cameo.
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
I'll play this first. Why not? So they go with the High Noon. Oh, that's a really nice card. So, oh, I do want to get rid of the High Noon, like, right now. Right now. That would be pretty good. That would be pretty good if I just get rid of it right now. Because I feel like it's gonna be trouble. I feel like it's gonna be trouble. Hmm. You know what? Since we haven't really seen this yet, so let's just go. Okay, we got a Tamio.
This is an interesting story.
Oh, please do something. Oh. So, I think I probably want to just get rid of this High Noon now. I'll probably play... Is it Hushbringer or Flage? I guess this gains me life. So, let's just play that. Okay. I'll attack with the Tamio first. Okay, we get another Tamio
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
into a Spell Queller. Into another Strict Proctor. We can almost play this Flage back. Okay, there's that High Noon. So I think I'm gonna transform the Flage here. I mean Tamio. Whoa! Why did my opponent just... Interesting.
This is not just a battle of arms. Respect
Play the Flage.
library.
It just won't stop coming. Yeah, it looks like Hushbringer is a mandatory in this matchup. It's just so good. So now they're looking for potentially a removal spell for this Flage. Yeah, apparently they got it. Maybe. And we got Fragment Reality in there too. Right, I'm gonna get back Fragment Reality and then get rid of this High Noon. I'll play Strict Proctor. Alright. Yeah, this matchup definitely doesn't seem bad if your deck has a lot of High Noon removals. Right, good hand. Might have a fast Tamio transformation in Historic. Guide of Souls. We also have a Consign, actually. We might wait on the Consign.
To this passage?
That's relatively annoying. Do I want to take one less damage or draw a card? I guess I can't draw a card anyways, since I have the Counterspell here. So I'm just gonna take one less damage. Oh, that's brutal. I think I just have to let that go, because if a Johnny comes out, it's not good for me. Why didn't they attack, by the way? I mean, I can transform, it's just that... I feel like it's just gonna die, you know? Plus, like... You know, they might have something. We'll see. I think I'm just going to Null Drifter. Because I think I'm, at this point, it's probably just better to find board wipe. You know? Yeah. Pretty nice looking hand. It's just we're gonna die before getting to our board wipe, I think. Collected company. Wow. Okay, I think we're dead. We're gonna die to cat trouble. Wow. Okay. Guess Divine Purge is gonna be pretty good. Just have all the board wipes. You know? I mean, I could have a Hushbringer in this matchup, but I don't think it's that great. What do I cut? What do I cut in this matchup? Maybe a copy of a Null Drifter, Tameo, copy of a Counterspell. Alright. Kind of an awkward hand because it's this Flood Farm Verge happens to be white first instead of blue. Birds of Paradise. I think I'm just going to guarantee this Lotus Field. I'm saving this prismatic ending for like birthing ritual, something like that. Fragment Reality. Johnny.
Where shall we hunt today?
All right. So I mean, I could prismatic ending the Johnny here. What do? What do? I don't think I'm gonna be playing this consign anytime soon. Yeah, basically we have 2 dead cards. We need to find like a stock up or something. Cameo. Not bad.
I've read nearly the entire library.
So I think collected company is coming. Oh, wow. That is a juicy one. So we have a 3, 4, 5, 6, so we can potentially draw into a land and then Divine Purge transform the Tameo, right? No, stop drawing consign, please. Please. Yeah, I think they have a collected company up. 100%. So we want to see a land here. Nice. Removal spell? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Bum bum bum. I mean, I could force out a collected company by cycling this. Interesting. Well, they wasted that. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. I mean, I can wait for next turn. So I'm just going to do this. The opponent's gonna attack. I mean, honestly, this consign not doing anything, so might as well. Collected company. Sure. Okay, so there's more enter the battle effects than I thought. Honestly? So I'll Divine Purge. And I'll just replay back Strict Proctor. Yep. I mean, then again, like, the thing is, like, yes, Hushbringer is really good, but we do have 6 board wipes. Like, do we really need a Hushbringer? That's my question. But then again, like, if I'm not bringing Hushbringer in this matchup, like, why do I have it in the sideboard? I mean, it was really useful when you don't need to bring, like, so many board wipes. Like, against Sorin, I guess, right? Okay. Alright. Looks really good.
Perhaps there are more useful texts down on the surface.
Oslo Pride. So I should probably just attack and then Prismatic ending this. Or I can cycle, use the Flage to kill this next turn. So many options. So many options. Okay, what's opponent gonna do? Attack? Okay. Hmm. So, am I getting rid of this or the Oslo Pride? I think it actually might be Oslo Pride. But then this is actually hard to prismatic ending. Hmm. But then if I transform the Tamiya with the Null Drifter later in the future turns, it's probably correct to get rid of this. Oh man, there's so many so many choices. I think I'm just gonna block, honestly. We just need to draw into our board wipe and we should be good to go. So I'm gonna play the Null Drifter. I should have maybe okay, so it didn't matter. I completely forgot we had a consign, by the way, so that's a misplay, 100%.
Every plane has stories. Violence is not the answer.
Do I want to get rid of this Birds of Paradise in case opponent has like a collected company? Maybe? So there's 3 cards in the yard. If Tamiya dies, ends up in the graveyard, that's 4.
It's not perfect, but we have.
Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, they just drew a Fragment Reality. Sure.
This is an interesting story.
Yeah, this is where it gets becomes impossible to win because you have a Tamiya with the Divine Purge. You can keep coming back, you know. Just hopeless from there. Alright, I'm gonna attack here because I have a quest to do 45 attacks. By the way, that is literally the worst quest ever.
Use the past to plan for the future.
Alright.
Teamwork triumphs.
Does this matter? I mean, I guess this is like the only way I could lose. That'll allow me to play a Flage next turn, so...
Respect the library.
Alright. Cat Tribal. Alright. By the way, I've been kind of loving this deck. It's been great. So, I have a consign combo with the Flage. I do need to draw a red source, but that's turn 4 anyways. I don't know what Loris can be, other than like maybe Goblin Bombardment Sacrifice deck. I'm kind of thinking maybe turn 4 is too slow with the consign and just get rid of a consign here. By the way, Tamio, 3 copies of Tamio in this deck has been amazing. It's been so good. Like, a lot of people are playing Fragment Reality, right? So, a lot of these lists that I played before... Oh no, my consign. Yeah, a lot of these lists that I played before, I never played with Tamio, and it's so good in this deck. So, like, if I got Fragment Reality'd, like my Strict Proctor, for instance, I didn't get, like, Tamio. That's a really good card. Oh no. Oh no. I mean, honestly, I could save this. I think that this card is too dangerous. Like with Goblin Bombardment, it could potentially kill Tamio next turn. I think I'm playing Lotus Field because I want to get the Flage out as soon as possible. Might try to transform the Tamio next turn. Yep, there is that Goblin Bombardment. Wow. A Soul Scar. I think I'm just going to draw. Right, with the Divine Purge, I think, okay. Like, even if Tamio goes to graveyard, like, we're drawing 2, right? I think this is a pretty good place to be.
In the right hand, knowledge is the sharp think before you act.
Soul Scar is pretty interesting because you wouldn't really necessarily see it in a deck with too many creatures like Oslo Pride, a Johnny, things like that. So, I mean, they did get to remove it, but I'm gonna be able to remove the Johnny here.
Shh! Quiet in the library.
Into the fray.
Definitely not good, right? Definitely not good, but it could have been worse. I need a Fragment Reality or Prismatic Ending. If the Tamio lived, though, I could have gotten back a Prismatic Ending for the Goblin Bombardment, which would have been sick. So we have 6 mana next turn. We do have a 6 mana next turn. Five cards in the yard. So, I mean, I can play the Flage here, right? it's definitely possible. So, white, white. I'll play the Lotus Field. And I'll play the Flage. I'm being a little bit greedy here with Divine Purge because I want to Divine Purge when the Loris comes down. But I'm not sure. Am I dead if I like? Like that's the question. Like, am I dead if they play Loris into a Johnny? Maybe. It's a lot of damage. I didn't really think about that. So 1, 2, 3, they attack, and I take 3 damage. I go to 11. They play Loris plus a Johnny. I mean, that's also really good. That's also really good. So I'm kind of forced to Divine Purge. Right, so I want to use red. I think I want to gain some life with the Flage here. Might still be dead, honestly. Play Loris. Yeah, I might still be dead, honestly. I would need a miracle. So, me using that early Prismatic Ending lost me the game because I didn't save it for Goblin Bombardment. Because without the Goblin Bombardment, this would have been like easy peasy. So
Right
1,
beside me, brother.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think they might be one off actually.
A dark plot ties our fates together. We need all the strength we can muster.
Okay, that's actually really good. Drawing a land isn't though. Okay, so we're dead next turn, so we actually have to just find, like, a way to get rid of a Goblin Bombardment, and, I don't know, some crazy shenanigans here. Okay, Prismatic Ending is a good start, but we might still be dead to the Loris. There's 4 cards in the yard. Prismatic Ending. I think I'm dead. Because I also need to shock here. I could get rid of the static prison to kill the Loris. That actually might be better. Since I don't have to shock this Hallowed Fountain. And we also have a Counterspell. I hope this is enough to survive, honestly. Oh boy. Close game. What a game. Okay, so we're gonna counterspell this. Ah. Alright, so just seems like we need some stern scoldings, divine purges. We gotta save these for their goblin bombardment. -2 stock up. That was a close game. That was a close game. This is a mulligan, right? Because if I don't draw a land, I lose the game. I think we're gonna go Strict Proctor immediately. Really? Okay. I'm happy with that. I am actually quite happy with the outcome, with the opponent bringing some Deafening Silence. This deck doesn't play like that, like too many like non-creature spells per turn, you know? The Guide of Soul into an Esper Sentinel. We'll go Flage. I guess attacking really, like if the Flage gets removed, right? We might want to hold back. So now they need like double removal spell, but they can't even do that because of Deafening Silence. Give her runes. Okay, this is really good. This is really good. Attack. Do I want to Prismatic Ending? The Giver of Runes? Am I gonna get baited again? I guess I'm getting baited again. Okay, Oslo Pride. And they're gonna pay it. Honestly, yeah, sure, you can have actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they're gonna get 9th, so it's not gonna activate the Ascend. I think I'm just going to let them draw a card. I'm gonna be drawing more. Let's see what happens. Divine Purge. Okay, nice. Okay, maybe we do want Hushbringer. Maybe we do want Hushbringer. It's way more powerful than I expected. It's too powerful. Man, oh man. I mean, I could even get greedy by cutting the Lauren revealed, but I'm not sure if I want to do that. Maybe just bring one copy of the Hushbringer. Yeah, honestly, this has been a pretty good game. Pretty good game so far. Am I going to be cycling this Lauren revealed for a red source? I think I am. Because if I don't draw a land... Okay, they went with the Goblin Bombardment. I'm going to Prismatic Ending this. I am not gonna fall for that again. No siree. Especially with like bunch of flages, right? So we're looking for a consign. We're looking for consign. Tamio. Tamio. 2 cards in the graveyard. I could set up my Tamio here. And then try to Null Drifter. Might be too slow though. Might actually just have to just play the Flage here. Taking 4 damage might be a little bit too much. I kind of thought about it because like part of me like didn't want to play the Flage because like let's say I play the Flage and I get Surgical, right? That's why I kind of didn't want to play it. Well,
If you need me, I'll be in the library.
it looks like they actually don't have it. Perfect.
I'll aid you. So focus on the fight.
Perfect.
Violence is not the answer.
Now they could like if they have like oh, good for me.
Our story together has ended.
I was gonna say if they just go Loris into grabbing bag. Oh, I lied. I think they thought about it because they were looking at the graveyard. Nice. This is really good, by the way, because you have a Divine Purge plus a Stern Scolding. Insane. I don't think I can do this, right? I go Lotus Field. I think that's just too greedy.
Oh, how am I supposed to focus?
Do I need to play this Lotus Field right now? So I have 5 mana next turn, which means I can go Strict Proctor plus Flage, right? I think even though I have a Strict Proctor, I should probably do this. I think we're in a pretty good spot, you know? Unless they just top deck a Surgical, then we'd be in trouble. Okay. Land was actually really good, because now I can go... So, red, white... Now we leave up Stern Scolding for the Loris or something like that. Static Prison. Pretty expensive static prison. Into Voice of Victory. Alright, do I want to counter this? I have 3, 4, 5, 6. So I can definitely pay. Because if I draw land... Oh, wow. This is single best land I could have drawn, actually. Hey. Attack. Now we have a Stern Scolding up for Loris here. I think this might be a wrap if they can't get rid of this Flage. Because I also have a stock up, right? And because of a strict proctor, they can't just go Loris into Static Prison. Alright, I think that's a wrap. I think they were counting on that. Alright, opponents. GG's. Very good game. Especially the first game. I think the first game was pretty interesting. Alright, so the Counterspell addition to the deck. I mean, it's just so flexible. I did have to change the mana base quite a bit to kind of fit this in, but still keep like a copy of an Arena of Glory. But because of a Lotus Field, playing a double blue shouldn't be like too big of a deal. And plus, we have a Lauren reveal to try to get like more blue sources, right? I think the deck came out pretty alright. Didn't really get to like cast stock up too much. A lot of like fast decks. And because of like the nature of this deck, wanting, you know, because you can't really cut Flages, Null Drifters too much. Because of Lotus Field, like you can't cut Consign to Memory, which kind of leaves up like these kind of cards to cut. A lot of times, like against creature decks, it's really hard to cut any of these, right? So like when you're sideboarding, the only card that I can kind of think of that's kind of flexible is either the stock up or the Lauren Revealed. Considering that this is a 23 land deck, plus with 2 copies of Lauren Revealed, you can potentially cut a copy of a Lauren Revealed if you're feeling a little bit greedy, and if you're bringing a lot more like sideboard cards, you can cut some copies of Tameo, maybe a copy of a Counterspell could do as well. And the reason why we're playing Stock Up, being a 3-mana card, this deck loves 3-mana cards because of Lotus Field, right? Yeah, I think the deck was pretty good. The deck was pretty good, especially post-sideboard. If you know what you're gonna bring in certain types of matchups, you're gonna do okay. As for like the sideboard, the Stern Scolding was amazing. The Hushbringer was pretty good as well. All 3 matches, it was really good. Like, we would bring in like maybe 2 or 3 copies every single match. That's how powerful like some of the ETB cards are in historic format at the moment. Divine Purge, really good. The reason why I'm playing Divine Purge, by the way, is because of Aura decks. Aura decks have a 1-mana spell to make a creature indestructible. So having a card like this where you can just exile everything is really good. Otherwise, I think I might play another copy of Wrath of the Skies. I think it might be correct to just play another copy of Wrath of the Skies instead of Divine Purge, to be honest with you. Like, you don't want 4 copies of Divine Purge, even against, like, you know, energy decks. You'd want Wrath of the Skies instead, right? Yeah, I think in the deck list below, I'll probably change the Divine Purge for a copy of Wrath of the Skies. And the Surgical for combo matchups. It's also pretty good against, like, opponent's Flage as well. But please, for the love of God, please don't bring Surgical Extraction against decks with, like, counter spells and whatnot. That is just the wrong way to do it. Like, imagine using, like, for example, imagine using a Surgical on a Fatal Push. You wouldn't do that, right? Because Fatal Push is 1-for-1, counter spell is 1-for-1. Unless you can see the opponent's hand and you extract, like, another counter spell from their hand, in which case it would become a 1-for-1. If you bring Surgicals in those kind of matchups, where like you surgical opponent's removal or counterspell, you might lose the game as a result because you went down on a card and you also lost 2 life. Like, please don't bring surgicals in those kind of matchups. This is strictly for graveyard combo decks, or maybe your deck can't really handle a Flage coming back from the graveyard. That's when you can bring some surgicals. Like, even then, I think, in my honest opinion, like, Unlicensed Hearse is way better at dealing with the Flage. Because, like, if opponent doesn't draw Flage, then your Unlicensed Hearse isn't dead. But in surgical case, it is dead. And we have a copy of Dovin's Veto. The reason why we have a copy of Dovin's Veto is because I kind of expect there to be more counterspell decks. If you really want to resolve something like a Flage or an All Drifter from a Strict Proctor, and you obviously know that opponent doesn't have a removal spell because otherwise they would have gotten rid of a Strict Proctor already, that is when you use a Dovin's Veto against a counterspell. And then we have a Mystical Dispute, again, against counterspell decks, really fantastic. And 2 copies of Disruptor Flute for pesky like activation cards like Shifting Woodland, Mistrise Village, things like that. And a copy of a Stream Verdict. This is only there because Blue-White Flash, so that they can't counter it. But it seems like from match 1, we can kind of see that bringing Hushbringer in is a really good idea against those kind of matchups, because a lot of their creatures are ETB. So yeah, that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye-bye.